Hi everyone. Well, something strange happened today. Something odd on the way back home from the bus, with the bus. Well, not with the bus, on the bus. And I didn't realise what the guy was saying. He was on about where you shit himself and things like this. I didn't realise that people do not know, although I put it all over the fucking internet, people don't know why I wear a kilt. I won't go into full details, but basically it's because for me, a kilt is trans non-binary. It is gender neutral because it is a male skirt. It is therefore uh, a good thing, I feel, that makes me feel good as a transgender non-binary person to wear. Okay. It is not because I'm wearing nappies. I do not wear nappies. I don't need nappies. And where does this idea come from people? The sale of nappies in the UK is huge now. It's massive, and nobody's wearing kilts. What the fuck are they doing? Why are they doing with that? They should all be wearing kilts by that logic. It makes no sense. There's no logic to it. You know? And I mean, there is other people that wear kilts, you just don't see them where I am. But there's people around the world wearing kilts. It's not like I'm the only one. They're not all trans. No, they're not. Some other people wear kilts as well. So that's a bit weird. There's also the other thing as well, someone that labels all kilt wearers as gay. I'm not really bothered about that. I'm thinking, really? Because there's like 10% of the population are gay, and I walk down the street, it should be like the fucking Highland Games. Everywhere you go, but it's not. Shocker. I mean, there's not that many non-binary people that are wearing kilts. Not where I am, but they are in some other areas. People are wearing different things, and some people just wear regular stuff, It very much depends, but to me, I wear a kilt. I like wearing a kilt. I wear kilts. But, yeah, it's not linked with nappies. I don't need a nappy. I'm perfectly okay downstairs, okay? Everything's fine. It's not linked with any peculiarity as such. It's just flows from my non-binariness. That's all it is. It just flows from that, and I like wearing kilts, and that's all it is. There's nothing else to it, okay? Because it seems like people have lost the plot. I don't know if it's everybody everywhere or just the people where I live that tend to be that for some reason are particularly stupid. I don't realise that it's not linked with a medical problem. I mean, I know some people thought that I had bowel cancer. Really? Have you ever seen bowel cancer patients in kilts? I've never seen any. I mean, you see people with that. You never see them with kilts. I'm thinking, is that how? Is that who they're selling kilts to? Okay, but it shows a lot about people, doesn't it? That somebody say to them, they got bowel cancer, and think, right, let's have a go at them. Well, let's say something about them because you've got bowel cancer. I'm thinking, why would you do that? If it was true, why would you do it? I don't have bowel cancer. Perfectly okay. I just wear kilts. But you see, they can't understand why you'd wear it because it's like, but people like that don't exist where I live. Yes, we do. Sorry, we do. We're everywhere. We exist where you live, where everyone lives. That's how it is. There's just not a lot of us. There's not a massive number of us, but we exist. We exist everywhere. Every country in the world, everywhere you look, we are there. Because you get people say, yes, well, we don't have that in our country. Yes, you do. Trans people existed from the beginning of time, from the beginning where there have been people have been trans people, and at the beginning of time is just where the beginning of people. And you most certainly do have them where you live. That's it. And not many are wearing kilts. Some of them just wear regular stuff. Some of them wear skirts. Some of them wear thingy. What they do is it reflects the gender identity in some cases. Some cases it doesn't. They don't need it to, but some cases it reflects the gender identity. So a trans man dresses a man. Doesn't have to, but a lot of them do. A trans woman dresses a woman. Not all of them do, but some of them do. I'm non-binary. I wear kilts. That's it. It's as simple as that. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing particularly to it but that. There's not really anything I need to go into detail about. It's just that's all it is. And why shouldn't I wear a kilt? Why not? I've got kilts. I wear different kilts. I've got traditional kilts. I've got utility kilts. I like kilts. Can't see a problem. Some of the people wear kilts that are just normal, for want of a better word, but all normal to ourselves, all normal. But I'm aware of the fact that being trans non-binary is not a huge number of people. There's not a massive amount of us around. There's not many trans people in the world, okay, I admit it. But some of the people who wear it are just like cis people. That term that means people who aren't trans. They're just like, and they're not gay or bisexual or anything, which is a completely different thing, but they're not anything like that at all. They're not any, they're just like wearing kilts. Like somehow people aren't allowed. Like there's a kilt police out there. Okay, madam. Okay, sir. We're gonna knock you in, drag you in by the kilt police. Gonna give you 10 years for wearing kilts. Doesn't happen. There are no kilt police. Okay. If you're out there and you want to wear a utility kilt or you want to wear a kilt of any description, no one's going to arrest you for wearing a kilt. People might be arseholes about it because people can be arseholes anyway. But that's it. You want to wear one, you can wear a kilt. People do. That's it. I mean, in my case, my name is a Sepp of the Clan Gun, but it doesn't mean that I'm Scottish as such. I'm not born in Scotland. It's an English surname, but it's an English surname where you're allowed to wear the kilt of the Clan Gun. I don't wear the kilt of the Clan Gun, but you're allowed to do it like that. But basically speaking, if somebody else wore it, nobody's going to care. Nobody. I don't think anyone cares about it. And you got utility kilts, they're very popular. And a utility kilt isn't a Scottish kilt. No one can criticise you for wearing a utility kilt because they're American, invented in the year 2000. It's not hundreds of years old and Scottish. It's American. If you're American out there, you invented it. Year 2000, so it's a millennial thing. If you want to wear it, you can wear it, no problem. I don't see a problem with it, Even the Fijian Sulu is now illegal for people to wear, because at one time it was illegal in that country for people to wear it who weren't Fijian. Not anymore. I think it's Fijian. Could be somewhere. I'm sorry about that if it's not Fijian. But and it's they're allowed to wear it as well. Anybody can wear it now, so that's it. And to be honest, John Paul Gaultier has been wearing a kilt since 1980. 1980, he's been wearing one. You know what I mean? Skirts and things like that. Wear whatever the hell you want. Because you're wearing one does not mean you got a bowel complaint or you got cancer or this or that or any of that bullshit. It doesn't mean it. It just means you want to wear one. You're allowed if you want to wear one. I wear kilts. I'm wearing this kilt. This is a tweed kilt. It's a blue tweed one I'm wearing. But yes, tweed is made with piss. In case anyone was wondering. Yes, it is. Which is strange, because if someone pissed on it, how do you clean it? Because you're removing how much piss do you remove and how much do you leave in? I haven't worked that bit out yet. Yeah. The thing about the traditional kilts is you've got to wear a different one every day. You've got to alternate them, cycle through them, What you're supposed to do is, with a traditional kilt, you're supposed to take it off. I haven't taken this one off yet. Spot clean it. Brush the pleats to make sure nothing gets inside that can cause moth or anything like that, or anything like that, to clean it out. And then you leave it to air out for at least 24 hours. And then next day you put a different kilt on and leave that one to air out. While that one's airing out, you put the other one on. So you need at least two, really three. You need 3 minimum to do it. To do the traditional kilt thing. Utility kilts are easier. You just put them in the wash, like you wear them for a week or whenever how long you want to wear them, put them in the wash, like you would a pair of jeans, and that's it. No problem. They're simpler. But I must admit, the normal traditional kilts, but the traditional kilts do feel a little bit better. They keep you warmer. If you need to be warm. It's not made of wool. They've got all that sort of thing going on. They've got no pockets. Which is why people wear sporran. Not everyone wears a sporran nowadays. A lot of people wear sporran. Traditionalists wear sporran. A lot of non-traditional kilters don't wear sporrans. Okay, a lot of us don't wear sporrans. So you have a bag or something, or you have a clip-on thing on the side or something, or you wear a waistcoat or something. I use that as well. I tend to have that, and I put it under my jacket, so it's secure. But there's other things as well. I have used a sporran before in the past. I've worn them, but they're not very big sporrans. The idea you can fit all your stuff in the sporran, you can't, unless you don't have very much stuff. If you got what I see, a normal amount of stuff, it will not fit in the sporran, And don't be able to put the stuff in the jackets and things like that, And that's it, And you got the outline as well, because a lot of the time, the traditionalists see, and a lot of people say you should have something to the very high up jacket with a kilt, because it comes higher. to give the very masculine look. If you have it longer, it has a less masculine look, which is fine. You can do it like that. People do, you know what I mean? It tends to be a different way of doing it. And that's it. You know, people tend to wear like short jackets with it and stuff like that. So if you get one, sometimes you might need different jackets. It gets expensive like that if you're not careful. And you know, with shirts, a t-shirt, or anything you want, you just use like a pair of jeans. What you do is just wear the kilt with a pair of jeans. But sometimes with traditional kilt, it's easier to keep this bit plain sometimes, because otherwise, the next day you'll be putting something else on, probably with the same t-shirt, and it might not match. So you can wear like colours and things. If you have like a blue shirt and the next kilt doesn't have blue in it, it looks a bit weird. So you've got to do it like that, But it's all about individual. How you want to do it is up to you, But yeah. And there's websites and things for people and groups for people who do kilters, and there's people who sell them all over the world, like mostly in America, but in England and Scotland, you get people who sell them, Probably people in other areas. I don't know, I haven't seen many other areas. You don't see a lot of Japanese kilters, people wearing kilts. Even non-binary Japanese ones don't seem to be wearing them. I could be wrong there. If you are Japanese or you're Chinese and you wear a kilt, fine. No offense. But you don't tend to see that many, That's it, it's as simple as that. That's all it is. It's that simple. There's no big deal about it, no big thing, no drama. I also know this video will make no difference, because the chance of getting these people who have decided that I'm wearing a kilt because I've got a bowel problem or cancer or this or that or God knows what, very unlikely they're going to watch this video. I don't think could get to the end of it. And I could try and write it down, but I'm not certain that they read very well. And I'm not being unkind here to people who have reading problems. I just don't actually think they read very well. I don't think they're on the internet. I don't think they're doing anything. And let's be honest, if you're not on the internet nowadays, you're probably not a reader. It's the only explanation why you wouldn't be on it, because everything's on the internet. Everything's there, So, we can get software that reads things out for people, and people who are blind can go on the internet. So I don't know, but that's the only reason I can think of not going on the internet, because everything's on here. Maybe if they're very old, but everything's on the internet. It's all here. This is where everything's at. It's here on the internet. So, but I want to choose not to. It's fine, But like I said, I don't think they'll get the video, and I don't think they'd believe it or I told them, because you've got that whole thing. This doesn't happen where I live. You do not get trans or non-binary or binary non-binary people or whatever where I live. It don't happen here. This doesn't happen in these places. Yes, it does. It happens there and here and here and here and everywhere else. But it can't happen there because that's where they live. Yes, I know that's not really a very good logic. That's how it works, especially in small places. It can't happen because it's here. It can't happen because this is Nowhereville, it's so and so, it's little town, it's wherever the hell it is, you know what I mean? Can't happen because it's here. And it's sorry folks, but it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. People are all over the place, people just where they are, And basically I wear a kilt. I like wearing kilts. There's nothing suspicious about it or anything like that. There's nothing like, I think I've even heard people saying that it's some like punishment. I've been punished by the law and the law made us wear a kilt. Like, how does that work? One, it would be infringing human rights. And also, when was the last time you heard us people walking around with kilts saying, dodgy bugger, just come out of jail, you put a kilt on? They don't do that, and they don't make them do it, and I don't think they'd be able to, because it would be a human rights violation. So I don't know how that works out either, It's just, I don't know what it is with people. What's so strange about it? I mean, okay, a lot of people don't wear them, so it's a bit strange. But these explanations make no sense. They're inventing their own explanations, even when you tell them it doesn't matter, because they're inventing their own shit at this stage. They're inventing their own explanations, and they're far better, far more imaginative, and far bizarre excuses than I could ever come up with. Because I would look at that and say, that's bollocks. No one's ever going to believe that. But they do. And that's the odd thing. The more weird and wonderful and strange it is, I mean, eventually I'm going to hear someone say I was abducted by aliens, so I need a kilt. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time before somebody says, alien abductee, kilt. So, I wear a kilt. Yes, I wear a kilt these days. and I'd have no idea at all why people are someone walking around seem to have straight think it's that odd or something. Like I'll react to it. It just doesn't seem like any big deal to me. You know, it's only a sodding kilt at the end of the day. It's like I've created some new item of clothing. It doesn't exist. I've only wearing a different item. That's all it is. It's just a different item of clothing. You know, that's all it is. It's just a different item of clothing. It's not like, you know, I'm not walking around as a satanic priest, which was also an option. I could have went for that, you know, could have chose that, couldn't I? But I didn't. I went for a kilt. It's not a ritual garment. I'm not using it as a ritual garment. I do rituals whatever I'm wearing. So sort of is. So whatever I'm wearing, I do use a ritual in. So if I'm doing magic, I'll do it in the kilt. I'll wear a kilt. If I'm writing a book, I'll do it in a kilt. Write an article, I'll do it in a kilt. You know, because I wear kilts. When I wore jeans most of the time, you know, jeans and trousers and things like this, I did everything in them because that was what I was wearing. And now I'm wearing kilts. I'm doing them in kilts because I'm wearing kilts. That's all it is. Nothing about that. Because I know there was one thing that I'd got some sort of, that I was taking it from some sort of secret society that were kilt wearers. I'm thinking, well, to be honest, I'm not going to mention the name, but a really big society has everything because they've got so many members that they basically do versions of everything. Okay, so yes, there'll be a version. There's like, I won't say what the name of the organization is, but one of the really, really huge ones, the ones that everybody knows that's in every town and city. And yes, they have a version of everything. They'll have a pen for it, you know what I mean? Pens and you know, and books on it and about it and things like this and bloody everything from ashtrays to thingies and bloody this and that, and everything's got their symbol on it. And yes, they're probably on spawn with the symbol on it as well because it's on everything. They'll just put it on everything they can. It doesn't mean it's theirs. They'll just put it on it. It's like they're just pissing everywhere like dogs. They're just marking the territory, having to piss. Pissing, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, all this is mine. No, it's not. It's just you stick your logo on it. That doesn't mean it's yours. It existed before you, it existed after you, it will still exist. With other people, you just put your logo on it, which is fine because nobody owns it. The stuff to put the logo on, nobody owns. So I like to make that clear as well, you know. And that's all it is. I wear kilts. Nothing odd or suspicious about it in any way, shape, or form. I just wear kilts. My name's Rob. Bye.